everyone doing today?
Great,
Jordan.
Jordan.
Good, awesome. I love it. Got that enthusiasm. My name is Jordan. I'll be hanging out with y'all. So if you have any questions while we're out here on the water, please feel free to ask away. And if you spot any wildlife, feel free to shout it out or point it out because it does help having these extra eyes with us. Now over to the right, you're going to see our most invasive species, the locals. Yeah.
The locals.
They have the same idea as us, get outside, get on a boat.
What are they standing on?
But this is a disappearing island, so at low tide,
Oh,
the sand will
okay.
actually get 50 feet above water level. And then at high tide, it looks a little something like this. It's covered right up by the water. Usually it has about a foot of water over it at a high tide. We've got about 6 hours in between tide changes out here, so you do have plenty of time to relax and hang out on these sandbars. And we'll probably see a couple more as we make our trip today. And then on the left side, we have a very exciting pile of rocks. Woo, yeah! Now, this isn't just any pile of rocks, folks. That is the start of the Bronze Inlet Jetty rock wall. So this does wrap around the beachfront and extends out to the Atlantic Ocean about a half mile. But if you want to get access to walk on the jetty, you can actually check out this beach we're passing now. It's called Lighthouse Point Park. You can drive to the end of A1A, and it's $10 per vehicle if you drive into the park. But if you walk in, it's free. So I like to let everyone know that information.
Walk in for free.
As you can see, it's a nice little beach area. It is dog friendly. And if you don't have a dog, it's a great spot to come swim or you can watch the sunset from this beach if you're facing the west. It's a really nice sunset here. I do recommend checking it out while y'all are in town. It's a nice spot. But once you come around the corner, you'll see the rest of that jetty rock wall and how it stretches out into the ocean. You'll be able to see where you can walk down there as well as the railing. Those are all pieces of recycled granite. They come from mostly Georgia. These pieces.
Hey Lisa, how
If you
you?
ever get any gaps or hurricane damage, they just add more granite to that jetty.
In a boat ride on the ocean, yeah.
Right now. But once we get around the corner, we'll also maybe get some breeze and the natural air conditioning
Beautiful.
going. We don't want to shrimp, but it's out. Yeah, my dad sent me a picture the other night by Big One. There's like 6 of them all right up next to each other.
Right out kids and shrimp. Mm-hmm.
Like, how long do they usually stay out there on the shrimp boats? Like weeks? Days? On the boat travel. Let me know when you get to a no point. We don't have to stop the inlet.
Look like it might be pelicans. They kind of big.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah. Whatever works. Yeah.
Nice view, yeah. Speeding up, y'all. Hey, relax, man. How are you? Don't do that. Yeah, baby. What the wagon be here?
Bottom.
The bottom.
Yeah, shallow. Like that. Hit the bottom.
No, that's just the front of the boat hitting the waves there. But there are a lot of sandbars in this area. You gotta watch out.
I see folks walking like Jesus out here.
We're just floating on water. That happens a lot out
I see folks now, wait a minute, where to go from me? Oh, they got it, then they walking up. That's not the job.
It's so funny, too. Sugar say folks walking on the water like Jesus. Really, really.
I really do.
Good Saturday morning, Saturday morning. I think that boat ride about 90 minutes.
It's just like Disney World.
No, it ain't.
And cheaper, yeah.
Oh my goodness. That sounds like a rodeo. Ooh, rodeo. Rodeo. This bill made me happy for your bed, huh? Okay. Y'all give it a thumbs up, please. 20 thumbs up, everybody. Hey, Nisa Pooh, how you doing?
Just cross the inlet. Everyone did sign that waiver, right? I'd like to ask, you guys really know, what inlet is considered to be one of the top 5 most dangerous inlets on the east coast of the United States? You probably didn't mention that for real, but the trip Captain Neil will take great care of us out here on the water today.
Thanks, Cap.
What makes it dangerous? So there is a lot of boat traffic, especially on the weekends. No one should be swimming in that inlet. A lot of constant changing currents and tides. And what get most people in Cross Inlet are the sandbars. So believe it or not, there's an average of 2 boats each year in Cross Inlet. None of our boats though, don't worry. We still got them all back to the dock. So we're good on that statistic. If you get stuck on a sandbar, your options are hanging out for about 6 hours waiting for that tide change. You could try swimming back to shore, which I still wouldn't recommend it. Or you can pay about $1,000 to get towed off just one time. So none of those are great options. It's best to just be aware of your surroundings out there in the inlet. Have appropriate equipment to know where you're going out there. And then if we look over to the left, we see New Smyrna Beach Business Park. That's about 184 acres of protected land over there. So nice and large beach park to check out while you're in town. Dog friendly, traffic free over on this side. Does anyone here know what New Smyrna is famous for? Sharks, yeah, it's the shark bite capital of the world. So you can see blacktins, bonnet heads, occasionally even bull sharks, hammerheads, and great white sharks over there. in New
Hey,
Smyrna.
Mississippi Buffalo King, how you doing?
Vacation, but if you get bit by a shark, here's what we need you to do, okay?
Thank you, boy. I will have a blessed life.
Please start rolling around on the ground.
This is in Daytona Beach, Maverick.
You can actually
How you
just act
doing?
like a male soccer player, okay?
Thumbs up, everybody.
Show for these people. Now, why would you do that? Only the bites that are bad enough to send you to a hospital are part of our statistics here in Minnesota. So, if anyone gets bit by a shark on vacation, please make sure you end up at a hospital and help us keep the record for shark bite capital of the world. Ladies, we actually don't have to worry because all the sharks are man-eaters, so we're okay. Now, if anyone notices that barge in front of us, we're going to cross by. That's part of the dredging project out here. That's actually the pumping station. So there's about 3 miles of submerged pipe here in the intercoastal inlet, and they're just trying to suck sand from shallow areas to keep the channels deep and get rid of some sandbars out there. And they're pumping it over our jetty onto the beachfront. So if you go walking down there, you might see a lot of extra sand. They're just trying to rebuild. You get a lot of erosion with those hurricanes. Will take a toll on shoreline. So if you notice these barges out here while you're in town, that's what's going on. It's been going on a couple months. They do this every few years just to help the beachfront. And then all the white buoys, that's marking where that's submerged.
Thank you,
dredge pipe is out
Loretta.
here.
Thank you so much.
Just wanted to let them know that close by. I can hear it. It's very kind of fun.
today. It's not good. So I tell you, one to two carloads and stuff. Okay. I'm sure they somewhere in some water.
Yeah, they enjoy it.
Alright, now we're passing our Coast Guard station, so all the white buildings off to the left there are going to put it in front of us. Primarily a training facility, so they get their recruits here about every 3 months, train them for a little while, and then send them to their next station. So we like to call this station vacation for that reason, but you can see them out here on the water a lot of days, working hard when they're trying to train those new recruits. So we'll do safety checks on other vessels out here. They might move around some of the movies we have posted. Speeding by, they'll write you a ticket, so all that fun stuff. But it's a great boat in front of us there with the orange rim all the way around it. That's what we would call a self-righting vessel. So they can take that boat out in the ocean for some training, and the big wave flips it over. It's designed to just flip itself right back over at about 45 miles an hour.
Whoa.
They get some whiplash on that boat,
Whoa.
but this boat will do the same thing, y'all. I was just making sure y'all no water to get into the cabin area, and they have harnesses on, so they're safe in there. Still probably the ride of a lifetime.
You know, some names in the Navy, they call Coast Guard puddle pirates.
You start to see off to the left here, and start about 3 to 4 million.
Go to sheriff.
Slightly on high budget,
Right
but y'all
there.
can pick out your future houses over here in Smyrna and invite me over. But all these boats here, they're out of the salt water to avoid marine growth. That's why they like these lifts. If you leave it in the water 24/7, you'll get barnacles and seagrass growing underneath your boat. So this is the alternative option. Just lift it and give it a good scrub, and that keeps the barnacles away. But we do have a very high tide, so some of these lifts are getting close to the water today.
How high does it have to be before they take the boats out?
Well, like a week ago or maybe 2 weeks ago, we had king tide out here, and we had some super high tides, so the water was like up to these docks, like level with it. But all these boats were still here, so I think the lifts, they do go higher than they're at right now, so they'll probably just lift it a couple more feet. But sometimes, if we get a hurricane out here, the reason people take their boats out is because of the wind mostly. They don't want it like swinging around, banging stuff. But sometimes people just leave their boats in the water because that can even be safer. So it depends. I think the number one option for people is to get it out and bring it to a boat yard, but not everyone has that privilege out here. So sometimes it's just whatever you can do to make sure your boat's going to stay floating. But we do get a lot of like sailboats, and they make it through some nasty storms out here, just floating in the water. Extra anchors, extra lines.
Okay.
But great question. And then that's my boat actually over to the left there. I saw y'all checking it out. We were going to use that for the trip today, but it needed an oil change. I know. That's why we borrowed this one, but like I said, every seat on our
So that's something. Yes.
So that's the Lost Serena super yacht over there. It's about 141-foot motor yacht, and it holds 10,000 gallons of diesel. So it costs about $50,000 just to fuel that boat up. But it is available to charter it. You can bring up to 8 guests, and it's $75,000 a week. So yeah, what are your expectations on the Lost Serena? You get your cruise pass, all that
$75,000 a week.
fancy stuff, and you can go about 4,000 miles on that boat. So they do take it all over the world. They actually got back from Portugal on their last charter, but they've been back to the dock for a few months now. Pretty cool to see. I'm wondering where they're going to go for the next trip. It's like an osprey or something perched up on that little tower on the top there.
What? You trying to take a picture of my chin?
No, I get to that boat.
75 per week. Week. Hey. She said 75 per week.
She said week. Ain't nothing. He's so pretty. They said you only live once. I just try to enjoy the moments. Happy anniversary day. May book the trip for us. Hi everybody. Thumbs up please. Thank you for watching. No.
Alright, now we did kind of start our trip off in the Indian River, which will take you down south to New Smyrna. We just entered the Halifax River now, so this will take you up north to Morgan Beach, and then it starts for you in Kenosha up there. This is about a 15-foot deep, bumpy maintained channel, which is in the middle, and it's part of the Intercoastal Waterway. So that is a river system that runs from the Keys all the way up to Maine. We've got a lot of out-of-state boats that travel through here to try to get down south to warmer water, especially in the winter time. Instead of y'all driving down next to you, bring your big fancy yachts down there, right? This is a great area to be on the lookout for wildlife. It's a minimum weight though, and a lot of these speed signs out here actually take manatees out so that boaters don't slow down for wildlife as well. But the manatee, they are known to feed on these mangrove trees all along the shores here in the river. Especially high tide, they can reach up there a little bit more comfortably. They also eat the seagrass along the bottom of the river, so they are fully vegetarian. And that's why our manatee actually leave these rivers in the winter time. But it is nice and warm today. I think it's about 82 degrees in this water. And they say anything below 68 is when they like to get out of here.
Thank
go
you,
to the spring.
seafood.
Today's about 73.
It's pleasant and peaceful too. The view is so pleasant and peaceful.
The manatee was looking for about an 800-pound baked potato just floating through the water. So if you see that, please shout it out. And also, of course, looking for those dorsal fin as well. Manatees, we also can look for that nose, back, or tail. They kind of roll up in the same motion itself down here. But you'll see their nose pop up. In just about 3 seconds, they can get 20 minutes worth of air. So they're very quick when they stick that nose out of the water. But then you see the back, which is just a big, flat, dark surface. And then eventually their tail, which kind of has a stand-out shape to it. So if you see any of that, please shout it out. Go check it out. They are a little bit more shy compared to the dolphins. So you gotta stick around a little longer. Gotta keep your head on a swivel out here. Some of my mailbox and a couple by the plate this morning. I didn't see any of them.
Mangoes hanging off the fruit. That yellow, the yellow spots on the tree.
I don't know. I see it. I wonder what there's some type of fruit.
Yeah, that's all. Flower or fruit. I think I want to say the fruit.
That is Rattlesnake Island to the right. If you want to drop anybody off on our trip, this is the spot I recommend. Diamondback and pygmy rattlesnakes over there.
No, thank you.
Yeah, I'll take it. You wanna go now, maybe?
No.
Okay, sure. All right, let's go.
Stop playing.
I'll be able to go, okay?
Pretty much any bush in Florida, you got to be careful putting it in, even in the suburbs.
Anywhere, I had never heard of pygmy rattlesnakes till godson told me that they were in Vicksburg, Mississippi. I said, I said, what? A pygmy? What?
You heard him say that? Well, drop me
They
out.
won't kill you, but if they hit you in the finger or something,
Oh, wow.
He said when they go to the cars, they have to look under the car before they get in the car. Yeah.
They're riding. Probably get on and take a ride.
Well, they get up under the car because
Yeah.
he told me.
So they can bite you outside of the car.
Because when you come in, he don't know what you're coming for. You know? All he knows is he smell or feel
Yeah.
and he gonna strike.
starting in June for a couple months, that's gator babies. They'll find it. Down here, they'll find them in their swimming pools and their drives.
No.
The males will travel miles and miles.
You know, I told you they said the song was on 8 in Mississippi. They didn't travel. No, the gators.
Oh, I saw them gators. You remember we saw a gator?
Yeah, down there by that gas station.
By that Flying J's.
Yeah, on 8.
Yeah, I mean, he was taking his time. He was taking it.
I get hungry every time I see one. Have you ever had gator tail? No, gator. Yeah, they make nuggets.
Yeah, gator bites. Yeah, I tried them, but I like the wings better. I tried the wings. New Orleans.
The wings.
Yeah, they're at the elbow part. The gator.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you did it.
Yeah, me and Jermaine, we tore them up.
Yeah, he liked it too.
I took Jermaine. Me and Jermaine Shirley went. He loved it.
He loved it, huh?
Yeah. Gator wings. Good. They fry them just like chicken. That's the way you eat it. You eat everything else. That's okay, huh?
Yeah. It sure is.
See. Anything else we can do?
Maybe that water, I don't know.
Got some binoculars.
We ain't too crazy about moving because the water right there, I can touch it.
To some more houses on the water.
Yeah, that's at the state park in Vicksburg. They said you have to, the work until the workers look up under the cars for the actual get in the car.
Y'all got a boat, they have them.
I mean, I think that would be the thing to do. Make sure you have a boat. But all kind of wild, like you coming up to the backyard, well, all over the property.
Yeah.
All kind of wild.
Good day, daughter. I had packed it last night. I'm going back to sleep again for the second. Thank you so much. All right, baby. Enjoy the rest of the day. Thank you for watching. Buffalo King. Talk to you later. All right. So, Loretta, you back on nights? You went back to nights? She was watching the video. She said she had packed tonight. She might went back to nights, so they had to swap out. She's going back to sleep. There's another big avenue down through there, huh? open back up through there. That's what I was trying to open back up now through there. Thumbs up, everybody. Thank you for watching. A little close to the villages over here. That boat got 3 pedals on it. I can't live on the water like this.
No.
You gotta always go run. Gotta
like
run.
that house right there. Yeah, I like that.
But you gotta always run for it.
No, it's a rough. It's just close to water. I like the water.
Thank you, Meek Meek.
I love the water.
Nice little patio area, don't they?
Yeah, they do. I
What
like
they
that.
what they got them things on? Concrete beams or something?
What?
Where they gotta
so,
sit.
we do have at least 2 dolphins directly in front of us, swimming in front of these docks for that house getting built there. So we'll try to get closer. If we can get it on one side, that'll work best. You will let the other side stand to see over. Yeah, so they're most likely going to come down our left side.
Okay.
It looks like we got a maternity